Hello, my name is Di Mason, and I'm the manager for the campaign to finish the fight against malaria in the Western Pacific Rim. This is a partnership between the Global Fund and Rotary Australia World Community Service and Rotarians Against Malaria. We're seeking to raise 12 million US dollars for critical malaria work in Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands, Timor-Leste, and Vanuatu. We need to provide bed nets, rapid detection testing equipment, undertake indoor residual spraying, and assist community health workers to do their job. I would like to introduce Stephanie Rodriguez, who is our Finish the Fight brand ambassador. She will share her story about contracting malaria on a business trip to Africa. Now, following Stephanie's speech, I'll provide information on an innovative way that Rotarians, through their Rotary clubs, can assist in our endeavors and have fun at the same time. Please welcome Stephanie.
My name is Stephanie Rodriguez, and I am delighted to be the Rotarians Against Malaria's Finish the Fight ambassador this year. I'm delighted to be here to talk to you about the important work that we're doing with Rotary to eradicate malaria in the West Pacific Rim. If you're sitting here today, I don't need to tell you how malaria is impacting the world. I don't need to tell you that one person every minute dies from malaria-related deaths. And sadly, of those numbers, most of them are children under the age of 5. As a mother, those statistics are alarming. I couldn't imagine living with that grief and understanding the impact that that has on community and society, as well as the economy. However, I'm not talking about them today. I'm here to talk about me. My name is Stephanie Rodriguez, and I am a survivor of cerebral malaria. In 2019, I was on a business trip to Africa and was bitten by a mosquito 3 times on my left ankle. I was infected with Plasmodium falciparum, but I had no idea. I traveled from Africa to India, back to Canberra, and went on to Boston. And exactly 2 weeks later from the date I was bitten, I fell into a coma in the Boston Logan Airport. I was raced to Massachusetts General Hospital and in ICU, where by a random chance, it was discovered that I had been infected with a parasite. By that time, my blood was 8% parasitic. Doctors had given me less than a 2% chance of survival. My son and my family gathered by my hospital bed and prayed for my recovery. Fortunately, I was at a hospital that had medical facilities that could address the challenges that I faced in that ICU moment. Unfortunately for the people I'm speaking for today, they don't. Fantastically, I survived septic shock. That was the second punch after being infected with cerebral malaria. I woke up 2 weeks later completely paralyzed, my feet and my hands turning black from necrosis from the drugs that they gave me in the 11th hour that saved my life. Waking up was one miracle, but then I would embark on a 2-year journey, spend more than 443 days in the hospital, and have 40 operations, resulting in losing both of my feet and becoming Australia's first osseointegrated female. It's not such a bad thing. I consider myself bionic. But again, the people that need our help the most don't have access to the same wonderful resources we do medically here in Australia. My journey's not one of sadness, it's one of hope, which is why I feel so compelled to be a part of this organization this year. The funding and the research that is created here with great minds in medicine and great community support, which is the Rotarians, are the 2 key ingredients that we can develop to improve the resources, access to medical, and vaccinations that can help eradicate malaria in the Western Pacific Rim. Rotary's done an incredible job with polio, and I've been a Rotarian since 2005, I think I first joined. But understanding that we did a great job there, we've started the work in malaria, but we are in no way done. COVID derailed a lot of the work that was taking place, a lot of the resources that we were focused on. In fact, it had us locked up, well, you at home and me in the hospital. However, it is time to come together. It is time for us to work together, enterprise, private citizens, Rotarians, to finish the fight. I believe that collectively we can give these kids and these communities a fighting chance. You know, I was really lucky. With the help of brilliant medicine and the prayers of my family, I was able to fight malaria, thanks to artesunate, the drug that saved my life, and a sheer will to live. But fighting malaria was step one that led me into an even bigger journey, even a higher calling. And without planning it, I've started a fencing journey to become Australia's first female saber parafencer on a mission to bring it for Australia in the 2024 Paris Paralympics. 443 days is a long time in hospital, especially during a pandemic when the hospitals were locked and my friends and family couldn't get across the border and come visit me. But I had a lot of time to think, and I used that time to write a memoir about my journey through isolation and my journey through working through malaria and the trauma that it created. Malaria impacts everyone, not just the victims. It impacts the families. Before malaria, I was a CEO, I was a friend, I was a partner, I was a mother. And malaria, at the time when it struck me, took everything away. I felt that message was really important. And my book, Thank You, Mrs. Carter, tells that story in a much richer way than I have time to today. I'd like to leave you with a quote from Margaret Mead. She said, "Never doubt that a thoughtful group of committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has."
Thank you, Stephanie. What an incredible story and journey you have experienced. As Rotarians, we can make a huge difference to those communities in the Western Pacific Rim suffering from malaria. This Rotary year, we are commencing a program called March Against Malaria. This is a way of engaging with the public to raise funds for this urgent need in countries close to our borders. It's a program where individual clubs can organize an event to engage with the local community and raise funds to finish the fight. March Against Malaria, by its synergy, can happen in March, but it doesn't have to. The object is to create awareness of the plight of people in desperate need for assistance in these developing countries and to raise funds for our campaign. Each club can organize their own event, pay it in a local park, a school playing field, a gym, a scenic walk, or wherever is possible and exciting. There are many options to choose from. You can even march to your district conference. The funds raised from the March Against Malaria will go towards assisting Rotarians to finish the fight. Please go to the website or give me a call. My number is 0418 369 647, and I'd be happy to help you. Please take the message back to your clubs and work on making a March Against Malaria event happen. Thank you for your attention. Enjoy the rest of your day, and let's work towards ensuring that a child does not die nearly every minute from malaria. Thank you.